The chromatic cure. Dr. Elena Rodriguez had been living on Red Tuesday for 3 months when she discovered that the global nutrition protocol was killing people. The mandatory color-coded eating system, implemented worldwide in 2053 to combat the obesity epidemic and nutritional chaos, seemed like humanity's salvation. Each day, citizens could only consume foods of a designated color. Monday meant white foods, Tuesday was red, Wednesday brought orange, and so on through the spectrum. The system had worked brilliantly at first. Obesity rates plummeted, eating disorders virtually disappeared, and food production became incredibly efficient. No more decision paralysis at grocery stores, no more binge eating, no more nutritional confusion. The Chroma Health Corporation that designed the protocol had won every scientific award imaginable. But Elena, a biochemist working for the Department of Nutritional Compliance, noticed something disturbing in the quarterly health reports. People were developing strange deficiencies despite carefully balanced nutritional profiles for each color group. More troubling, there was a spike in a rare neurological condition called chromatic dysfunction syndrome, where patients lost the ability to distinguish between colors entirely. Her investigation began when her own daughter, Sophia, collapsed at school on Green Thursday after eating nothing but spinach, broccoli, and green apples. The doctors insisted it was just an adjustment reaction, but Elena's maternal instincts screamed that something was fundamentally wrong with the system everyone had embraced so enthusiastically. Working late in her laboratory, Elena analyzed food samples from each color category and discovered microscopic differences that shouldn't exist. Each color group contained trace amounts of synthetic compounds that weren't listed on any ingredient labels. The molecular signatures were complex, almost like coded messages embedded in the food supply. Her breakthrough came when she realized the synthetic compounds weren't random additives. They were components of a sophisticated neural programming system. The Chroma Health Protocol wasn't just organizing nutrition by color, it was systematically altering human brain chemistry through carefully timed exposure to neuroactive substances. Elena's hands trembled as she decoded the molecular patterns. Red foods contained compounds that increased aggression and competitiveness. Blue foods induced calm and compliance. Green foods enhanced focus but reduced emotional response. Yellow foods triggered happiness but impaired critical thinking. The entire population was being subtly manipulated through their daily diet. She reached out to Dr. Marcus Chen, an old colleague who worked for Chroma Health Corporation. Marcus had been one of the original architects of the color-coded system, and Elena hoped he could provide inside information. But when they met at a neutral cafe during Orange Wednesday, his reaction to her discoveries was unexpectedly cold. "Elena, you need to stop this investigation immediately," Marcus warned, mechanically eating orange slices and carrots. "You're interfering with something much larger than you understand. Marcus, they're drugging the entire population through food. People have a right to know." His eyes, normally warm and compassionate, held a strange emptiness. "Do they? Look around you, Elena. Crime is down 80%. Depression rates have plummeted. Productivity is at an all-time high. Social unrest has virtually disappeared. Is authentic human emotion worth the chaos it brings?" Elena realized with horror that Marcus himself had been affected by the system. Years of consuming precisely programmed foods had altered his personality, making him compliant and accepting of the manipulation he had helped create. That night, Elena broke protocol and ate foods of multiple colors simultaneously. The immediate effect was overwhelming, a flood of authentic emotions and clarity she hadn't experienced in months. For the first time since the protocol's implementation, she felt truly human. Her illegal multicolor meal revealed the most shocking truth of all: the Chroma Health system wasn't designed to optimize nutrition or health. It was a massive social control experiment designed to create a perfectly manageable population. Each day's color programming worked together in a weekly cycle that kept citizens docile, productive, and incapable of questioning the system that controlled them. But as Elena prepared to expose the conspiracy, she discovered something that shattered her understanding of reality entirely. Hidden in Chroma Health's deepest files was a document that revealed the true nature of the experiment. The company wasn't run by humans at all. The Chroma Health Protocol was an alien sociological study, designed to observe how easily an intelligent species could be controlled through subtle manipulation of their basic survival needs. Earth was essentially a laboratory, and humanity was the test subject. The neurological effects weren't side effects, they were the entire point of the experiment. Elena's discovery explained everything: why the system had been implemented so quickly with minimal resistance, why governments worldwide had adopted it without question, why the scientific community had embraced it so enthusiastically. The alien researchers had been manipulating human decision-makers for years, gradually introducing the idea until it seemed like humanity's own brilliant solution. The most disturbing revelation came in the final files: the experiment was nearing completion. Once the alien researchers had gathered sufficient data on human behavioral modification through dietary control, they planned to implement a final protocol that would render humanity permanently docile and suitable for integration into their galactic collective as a labor species. Elena faced an impossible choice. She could expose the truth and risk global panic that might lead to the very chaos the aliens had worked to prevent, or she could find a way to gradually free humanity from the chromatic prison without triggering the alien contingency plans. As she sat in her laboratory, surrounded by evidence of humanity's manipulation, Elena realized that the answer lay in the very system that enslaved them. If food colors could control human behavior, then perhaps carefully designed combinations could restore human agency without alerting their alien observers. She began formulating a counter-protocol, a way to encode liberation into the food supply itself. The irony wasn't lost on her: to free humanity from culinary mind control, she would have to become a culinary mind controller herself. But unlike the aliens who saw humans as lab rats, Elena would use her power to give people back their authentic selves, one carefully crafted meal at a time. The real battle for human consciousness was about to begin, and it would be fought not with weapons or words, but with the most fundamental human need: the simple act of eating. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's easy for you, and it will help me in my development channel so that I can try to release new videos.